What's up, everybody? I am Fat, and this is Fat's Barbershop Club. Today, I have with me Miss Elisha Collinsworth, owner of Ladylee Beauty Supply Store. Man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
That's good. That's good. Mutual friend John Bonner. He was like, man, you gotta hit her up and get her on the live. And I was like, you know what? That'll be the best thing. So here we are today. We're gonna go through some business material on the hair supply part of it, and we're gonna do a little bit on what I do. You know, the actual purchaser. You know, the customer. You know, so first off, give everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Elisha Collinsworth. I'm the owner of Ladylee Beauty Supply. We're located in Arcadia, Louisiana. That's 700 Factory Outlet Drive. That's Suite 103. I'm from Grambling. I started out selling bundles in my car, which was about 5 years ago. And I noticed that I had a big clientele. I actually would purchase bundles for myself, and I would spend like $500 or $600. So I said, this is our industry. We need to get in it. So that's how I kind of started. So I started to like research the business side of it, what areas to target, the population, marketing, like where to put your business and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I got started.
From the trunk. Got
From the trunk.
started. Hey,
Yes,
that
from the
that's
trunk.
that's that's pretty cool because me myself, being a barber, I started in the house at the kitchen,
Okay.
right at the stove.
Right. Old school.
Old school. My grandmother's deep freezer was my station.
Right.
So yeah, you got to start from the bottom.
Somewhere.
You got to
Right.
start. You got to start. I know. When I first got into the barbering, I I instantly was thinking about the money part, and I was
Right.
like, man, I got to get to that part. But I was missing the foundation of it. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
building the clientele, the building the relationships part. And once I veered away from the money mentally on the
Right.
money and started working on the clientele
Hmm.
and the relationships, the networking, then the money,
Right.
came. But you got to start somewhere. You cannot miss or skip any levels.
Right. You can't cheat the process.
Can't cheat
I
the
always say
process.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Same here. Same here. I mean, I tell people all the time, if you get in it thinking that, the success happens overnight, then you're in it for the wrong reason.
Hmm.
And no business,
Yeah.
overnight or whatever. It takes time. People see the harvest, but they don't see the work you put in
All right.
and the struggle, the long days, long nights, the tears. Everybody just see the harvest, when you pop out with the business.
Yeah.
But it take a lot more
Yeah.
actually.
Because
So
I've had a lot of Fridays, and Friday in the barber business is like the busiest day, Friday and Saturday. And in
right.
the beginning, I had a lot of days where I had no business
Oh
on
yeah.
Friday and Saturday. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh
Like
yeah.
it,
I
it
went
was
through
it was
that
the
as well.
gutter.
Yeah, like
So
I've had days to where I didn't have a customer.
yeah.
Like a customer. And then those days I just utilized that time to get stuff done around the store,
Hmm.
things like that, pass out flyers,
You
and you
got
just have to um market and network and keep doing what you're doing, and
yeah,
then the business will come.
right. It's
You
a lot of
can't stop, you can't cheat it. That's one thing, you cannot cheat the process. You can't cheat, make you just can't,
yeah.
because it won't let you cheat.
Right.
It will not let you cheat.
You're hurting yourself if you
Right.
if you cheat the
So
process. You're hurting yourself. So you're located in Arcadia.
yes.
I'm a Rustin based uh podcast. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like this is just the What's Up Rustin segment of
Yes.
Fats Barbershop Club. But you're located in Arcadia, and uh, do you get a do you get quite a few people from like the Lincoln Parish area?
Yes, when I first opened, the system that I use could track, like say the card sales that I
Okay.
use, it would track and tell me how much Lincoln Parish, like if they were from Ruston or
Uh-huh.
Grambling, or even on my site, like if they search me,
Okay.
where the searches come from. And Ruston and Arcadia were like neck and neck.
Mm.
So I get a lot of Ruston business. So my thing now is targeting tech, Grambling, because I want to go deeper. You know, I
Okay.
want to go deeper.
Okay.
At first, I was just really targeting Arcadia because I wanted them to
Locally.
know local,
Yeah.
local. And so we did our first year was that, working on getting our town in, Gibbsland. And so now I want to expand and reach out for, more Ruston people,
Mhm.
Grambling, Mendon,
Okay.
Monroe. I've had Shreveport customers, they come through. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. But actually, before I opened in Arcadia, I was going to open in Grambling.
Okay.
Before the store that came to Grambling,
Over in
that was
Family Dollar, the old
yes, the
Family
old
Dollar.
Family
Yeah.
Dollar. That was my location. But how this industry works is you can't be too close to the nearest, biggest beauty supply store.
Exactly.
It's like a zoning thing,
Yes.
and it's called a proximity check.
Mm-hmm.
And if they search you and you're too close, they will not sell to you, or you cannot get those hair accounts.
Yeah.
And certain hair accounts you have to have because that's what the customers like.
I talked to the owners in Bossier for Dollar Mania,
Okay.
and this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And I say, man, I got to come up here and get all the stuff that I need.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't y'all just put one in Ruston? He was like, oh no, we can't. Y'all have Hair City, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
we can't. And
Yeah.
I was like, dang, why is that? He was telling me about the
Yeah.
proximity line. So,
Like it's a serious thing.
yeah.
And they don't care like how much money you have. They don't care if you say, well, I'm getting ready to drop $20,000 on an account with you. It's not the money. They would rather have that relationship
Yeah.
with that business and that money that they make, because they may make $250,000 just off that
Just one customer, one
beauty supply.
yeah.
So, and they would rather continue to work with them for years because that's an established account. So that's how this industry works. You know how like you may see so many barbershops and
Right.
boutiques, next to each other.
I mean, it's one right down the road from me.
Right. And just think about if you go to Hair City or somewhere, you're not going to see someone like me next
Right.
to them.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm pretty close with my sales rep, and they let me know as well.
Okay.
Don't do this because it'll mess you up.
And
like,
you gotta have them.
right. And I have to have them. Like literally everything that's in my store is Korean.
Okay.
Like, it has to come through them.
Yeah.
In some way,
I mean,
form. Yeah, it
look,
has to come through them.
I'm one of the believers that like I'm all for black business,
Yeah.
but at the same time, a lot of our black business have to be run by. I mean, not run by, but have to be
A third middleman.
yeah, that has to be. You got to have that good relationship.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But for me, it's really a blessing. I
Yeah.
consider it as a blessing. I consider it as favor, and I thank God because I know a lot of people who can't
yes.
get, some of the things that I'm able to get. Some of the things I'm able to do they can't do, or they may have to go through like a third party
Yeah.
or another vendor, and it's expensive.
Mm.
So I'm really blessed to be able to be in this business because it wasn't easy. It's not easy. They'll pop up at my store, see what I have.
Yeah.
If it's something that's not supposed to be there,
They gonna let you know.
they'll let me know.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how it
So-
works. You cannot sell on the street. You have to have a commercial address. You cannot sell online, just have an online store. You have to
Really?
have a brick and mortar. Yeah. Now I can sell online because I have a
Have a
storefront.
store. Yeah.
But yeah, it's certain limits. Like they check everything. Background, credit check.
It's
everything.
it's more. It is more to
Yeah,
owning a beauty
it's
supply
a lot
store.
to learn. Like people don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
at all.
all I gotta do is graduate and
Yeah.
take my state board test, and get a license and rent a building,
Yeah.
or even with that, I can do mobile barbering,
Right.
But you know what? I can't do mobile barbering. People don't really realize how illegal mobile barbering is,
Really. And I see a lot of, oh my God, especially in the city.
and but I didn't realize it either. I thought it was a cool thing, but being a mobile barber is illegal only because that's why you have a shop license.
Right.
So if you're not going in the shop, then it's illegal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like having a license, a driver's license, and your car unregistered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still a penalty. But I was like, man, that is so weird because I've done it forever, and another thing, nursing homes. Nursing homes are certified for barbers to come in and do house calls, mobile work. But a house is not certified at no cost because they have salons in the nursing homes and things like that. But I thought that was kind of crazy. Just on the on how serious.
Right. Oh, it's definitely serious.
It's very, very serious. But what on this product thing, that's like, what is it that, like, certain hair, certain grease that you can't sell? Is that what it is if you got like a product that somebody else has?
It's not really the product.
It's not the
product. Products are here in the U.S. It's like hair, the extensions, the wigs, because they make that in China.
Gotcha.
So they make it in China. It's cheap labor. It's cheaper for them to get it, and then it's called a resale. That's why we have to get a resale certificate.
Oh.
Because they make it, China makes it, Korea, China make it, send it to the distributor. They pay a cheap price, say maybe $5. Then they sell it to us, which is which they sell it to us for maybe $15, $20.
Right.
And we resell it because we got it for wholesale. That's how it works. And the products are the same way, but it's not as hard to get the products because those are based from here, just like a kaleidoscope with Miss Judy. She's over here in the U.S. or Miel, Aunt Jackie's. Those are here.
Okay.
So those are black-owned owners that are here in the U.S.
Yeah.
But it's more of like the hair extensions, the braids, the crochet hair, and stuff like that. That takes work to do, like hard work. Okay. Like you can't just.
That's why it costs so much.
Yeah.
That's why it costs so much.
They may or may not give it to you. It just depends, and you may can catch them on a good day. Yeah. Like they have turned me down, ignored me. Let's see. They tried. One of them actually tried to say that I was another beauty supply store that opened and owed them money because So how my work is, it's called a COD 30 or COD 60. That means that they can send me whatever that's hot. Let's say this hair is hot. Okay. It's real popular. They can send me whatever, and then they give me 30 days to 60 days to pay it. Okay. So they basically trusting you, right? Like a credit. They trusting you to sell their product. Okay. Because we are authorized users. That's what we are. They authorizing us, letting us use their stuff to sell. Right. Okay. So they trusting me to sell their product, and I have to pay them for it, even if it sells or not. Like,
even if it sells or not. I have to pay them
what they ask me to pay.
Can't ship it up.
No, you can't.
Ship it
if it don't sell, you can't send it back. At least they'll never let me do it. Oh. Package it up and send it back. It's either I sell it or mark it down, for a cheaper price or whatever. But your sales rep is like your parent. So they basically over you. Yeah. They tell you what you need to get in, what sells in your area. Right. Okay, so if something sells good in Louisiana, it may not sell good in Texas. Okay. So they tell me what I need to get
here.
Yeah, in my area. Okay. They'll tell me, well, this is the type of hair you need to get because it's real popular in your area. And they know because this is their life. Like, they don't take off. Their work ethic is like ridiculous. It's through the roof. Like, my sales rep, she would start calling me early.
Really?
Like, until late at night. Like, they work. They don't take off. They don't have, and I love their mentality. Like, because they have families back home that they take care of. and their work ethic is like really strong. Like they work hard.
Wow. Sales rep. Shout out to all the sales rep. I don't want that position at all.
Yeah, and then they'll send them out. Like they'll send them out to your store to come, just make sure you still open.
Yeah.
Because some people may say that they're open and they're not open. So I had back to the my store. I was trying to tell you they had it was a store must have been before me.
Okay.
That was in that mall.
In that mall. Okay.
And must have been in the same location. And they said that was me. I was trying to go under a different
a different name.
Yeah. I guess that's
they
what they do now.
they thought you were trying to pull a them on them.
On them. Yeah, that's what it was.
Because that's what they do.
So I had to prove
that you never had.
I've never had a store before. This is my first store. They checked my credit. Literally, I was looking at the inquiries coming on my credit report.
Oh,
like they run my credit.
Wow.
Background check.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like it's a lot of stuff that's in the background, like that people don't realize or understand. Like stuff that people would never guess.
The stuff you got to be built for.
That you have, and you have to be mentally strong because it has been days to where I was like, Lord, are you sure? Like, are you? I know this what I asked you this, but are you sure that this is what's missing?
Is this what you telling me?
Patience, like I've grown a lot in the past year. Like my patience has been on point lately because it's like you have to have patience in this. Because if you're looking for just like a quick results, like I know some people who think like they should have their store should be like Hair City or it should be like look
when they first open.
And I'm just like, of course that's what I want.
It can be.
They built it. They built it. They're good clientele. Customers coming in, and plus people know them everywhere. Like my sales rep told me about Hair City as if I didn't know about Hair City.
Right.
But they know about Hair City.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, Hair City has been here forever. Like it's been here so long, I can't even remember. Like when it got here. That's how long it's been here.
So they are established.
They are very established.
Kudos to them. Cause I spent a lot of money there. Looks. So hey, I understand.
Yeah.
So of course I want to be like that, one day, but I know it takes time.
Exactly.
I'm 1 year in, and I feel like for the first year, it has really been good.
It's been 1 year.
Yeah, it's been 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 1 year that I've been open.
That you've been open.
That I've been open.
Brick and mortar.
Yeah, my process started years ago. People don't realize that. I just have to, tell them. But
right.
Yeah.
No, it has to be clarified because people see you on level 10
right,
and
they
think
don't
that
understand
they can
level
get
1 and 2.
Right.
They skip all of that. Oh yeah, I tell people all the time like it's hard. You know, starting a business is hard and maintaining a business is hard. It's even harder.
Yes, it is.
Because you got to make your money back when you started from what you started with, and then it's gonna be so much stuff that hits you, so many taxes, and I'm like, well, I've never heard of that.
Right.
And they'll send me a letter and say, well, you forgot to pay this. I'm just like, well, didn't I just pay
something
else?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh my God.
No,
so you have to be ready.
Yes.
You know, some people, I applaud the people that work full-time jobs and work on their business. Like, I feel like that's how you should start because as you're working for somebody else, you need to be working on your own business.
Right.
You funding your business with somebody else. You working for somebody else and making money with somebody else, but you still working on your own business. So. Gotta start somewhere.
You definitely gotta start somewhere. So y'all hear that? You can't just go and be at the top of the beauty supply game without starting at the ground bottom. I ain't saying you gotta sell out the trunk of your car because that's a different kind of grind. You gotta you gotta have that same mentality as far as having the store outside of the store. And if you don't have it, then you won't make it because I know back in the day, a lot of rappers in Houston used to sell their CDs out of the trunk. So, so people was like, well, I can go and do it. I can go and do that too. And then they forget the part where they actually took a CD out and went up to somebody and tried to, you know what I'm saying? To sell themselves. So you can't miss no parts of the process. It's very important.
Yeah. And I feel like life won't let you cheat. Like
it won't.
Because sometimes you may be hindering yourself and hurting yourself if you try to cheat the process.
Yes.
Because you're still going to be stuck.
Yes.
So you might as well go ahead and do everything the right way from the beginning. Get yourself together mentally and physically. Physically too, because you have to be
Because it's very draining.
You have to be up. You got to be
draining.
ready.
Yeah.
If right now I'm short staffed.
Right.
So if don't nobody else come, I have to be there. You know, I can't go out. You know, the sneaker ball.
Right. Hey, although it looked so good, but you had work to do. Yeah, it looked very good.
Work late. You know, you don't have a set 9 to 5. I mean, it's literally 24/7.
Yeah.
Probably 24/9, as they say.
I was just telling Jeff the other day. I'm like, man, I'm up here for 12 to 14 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That is insane.
Yeah.
12 to 14 hours a day.
Yep. And then on the weekends you have children, and if they're and stuff like my boys are and stuff, you know, so it's just you literally have to pray and ask God for strength.
Yeah.
And
how many boys you have?
I have two boys and one girl.
And one girl. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. 3. I got 3. I got 2 girls and 1 boy.
Okay. So when you know how it is then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have 3 is 3 hands full.
Yeah, but you know and I'm sure it's this way for you, but they motivate me. You know, they push me
every day
to do better
every day.
Because if you're not growing, then it's something wrong.
I try not to. I'm with my wife. She's the emotional, more expressing person. I try to show my kids I love them.
Tough.
But I always be like, y'all get on my nerves.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all,
like
I love you, but you get on my nerves.
My kids are, if they're not in school or if they're not in practice or something like that, they're at the shop with me, at the store with me.
Okay.
So it's like never a break.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people say, well, you're going to teach your kids. My boys, they're not ready
they
for
can care
this.
less.
They just want phones and games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I believe my daughter, as she get older, because I see her like touching the weeds, playing with the weeds and trying to learn.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah,
too.
that's a great thing.
Yeah,
because I'm short-staffed like now.
Yeah.
Short-staffed, and it's hard to trust people.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
My my 8-year-old, she's like, I'm gonna be a makeup artist and a hairstylist.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay,
that's good. That's great.
8
that's really
with a
good.
plan. 8 with a plan.
Old.
So that's the best
really
thing.
Good.
She dressed up as a hairstylist for Halloween, for career day. It's like she's really in this.
Yeah, she in it.
She in it right
that's
now.
Good. My boys are the opposite. Everything is basketball and football, and I'm not going to change them. That's what they like. I'm not going to make them, try to be in business because I'm in business. And they have always loved sports, so I'm gonna let them do what they want to do.
Young, as a man, we ain't thinking about none of that stuff until it's time to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's life until it's
so much of the stuff that they're thinking about. And I understand. Like I said, my daughter, I can feel that she's young, but I feel like she's going to be very mature at such a young age.
Yeah.
And
it's always, if that girl is the youngest, and there are 1 or 2, older siblings, she's usually going to be the more swift one.
Yeah.
Like she gonna see everything. She gonna pick up on it.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Yeah. Y'all, that crying, if y'all hear that, that's my wife in the back. She has a client. She's taking some photos, and sounds like little buddy does not feel this moment right now.
At all.
Yeah. So you now I don't say much on Facebook, but I do a lot of scrolling. I'm a scroller.
Yeah, I know. Well, you probably see me on there a lot.
Yeah, and that's what I was. You're a basketball fan.
I'm a huge basketball fan.
Huge basketball.
Really, in general, but basketball is easy.
Yeah, I know sports because I've seen you kind of talking about it all.
I'm on point.
Yeah, you on point. You're on point. She dropping the memes if she got it. She gonna drop. It's all of that. The gifts.
I try to make sure that I'm speaking facts.
Yeah.
Like when I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Now, I wanted to say that, to say this. Do not talk about LeBron James.
Bet not.
Look, I'm a Bron fan. Bron is my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I used to wear Penny Hardaways, like the foam posits,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only basketball player shoe I own.
Yeah.
I got out of buying shoes, and just last year, I bought some. Well, my wife got some Bruns for me for Christmas,
Okay.
and I'm like, man, these the best shoes ever.
Yeah.
I gotta get some more.
Yeah.
Because Brun is like he my guy. I graduated in 2003. He graduated in 2003.
Yeah.
I was on the sports scene, and by him being the biggest name
Out of high school
on the sports team,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm following him,
Yeah.
trying to see what he's doing throughout.
Yeah.
So that's been my guy since, you know what I'm saying? Not so much as the teams he's been on,
Right.
but he's been my guy.
Where he go, I go. I tell you that all the time. And then too, he came in like right when social media was,
Yeah.
you know,
LeBron James should have been like the spokesperson for social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he's able to handle it so well. Like,
they try to take him out his character.
To figure out how is he able to.
I need.
And
the
I'm
book.
a business owner, and sometimes I say stuff that I shouldn't say, and I'll be like, okay, well, I need to delete that, or you know. And it's just like, how do you always ignore? Like,
I've never seen where an answer that he's given may have been slightly rude or anything, you know what I'm saying, out of context. It's always right on point. Always on point. I'm like, golly, man, I wish I had this.
If that was me, I would definitely.
I'm more of a Marshawn Lynch type. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a. Now you saw that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you saw what happened. Yeah, I'm that. That's me.
I can see that. Yeah.
That's me. So that's why I don't get on social media a lot, because
and I need to stay off.
No, I mean you good at it. You good at it. You good at it.
Well, it's just like now, and I was telling John this. You know, when you in business, you have to watch what you say.
You got to.
And as I'm not as big as some others right now, but I feel like people can always go back and see what you post and what you say and stuff like that. So sometimes I take like social media breaks and stuff like that. But see, I need social media because that's how I promote my business.
Yeah, it's the work.
Yeah, so that's how I promote my business. So it's kind of hard to stay off, and then stuff will pop up on your timeline or whatever like that. But yeah, I have to watch what I say.
A lot of stuff irritates me on social media. That's why, like, I tell John all the time, man, I cannot type like you be typing.
I type like 100 miles an hour. Man, I'm coming back quick.
Yeah,
like, I'm quick with it.
Like with me, my brain, my brain started doing some jumbling, and I'm like, I just need to talk it. I need to say it.
Let me say it.
And that's kind of why I did this. I'm like, man, I don't
talk.
I like to talk.
I'm the opposite. Like, I'm a texter. I can write it.
Yeah.
To get my point across. Like, I'm not a big spokesperson. I'm more behind the scenes. I don't have to be out in the forefront.
Yeah.
But I do know that I need to come out of it.
Right.
Like you told me, this is my first of many.
Right. It's definitely the first of many.
So I have to come out of it. Shell.
It's more. It's easier when you're engaging.
Right.
Like the sitting in front of the camera and.
Like I'm not even paying no attention.
Yeah, you don't pay attention.
Like if it's something that I like talking about, like my business and sports, I can do that.
Right.
That's me. You can't tell me about me.
Right.
I can tell you. So
exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
But something about like politics or something like that, I wouldn't be interested at all.
I'm not. It gets too deep. Yeah. I tend to tell people, you know a little bit too much about the situation. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go ahead and have that.
And it can happen easily too. Like it's quick. Like if you get so wrapped up into it. Yeah.
So, and this was fun. I really enjoyed this. You got anything else you want to go over?
Just support any black-owned business. Not just my beauty supply store. It's so many. Hair salons and boutiques, nails. We getting into so much. Like I feel like now we're tapping into so much.
Hey,
but a lot of people just don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. But I'm telling everybody. Just find out like your different local black-owned businesses. Like I know in Arcadia, like they have like this event where they like acknowledge all of the black owned businesses.
Really?
You know,
Okay.
and put it out where everybody can know to go out and support because we need it.
Yeah, we
We
definitely
have
need
to
it.
support
Yeah.
each other, whether it's connecting the right people, some advice. It matters.
Yeah, it does
We
matter.
have to help each other.
Yeah. So, question:
Mm-hmm.
Do you do like a barber discount,
I do. I give
hairstylist
all
discount?
stylists, barber discounts, braiders,
Okay.
everybody. They don't have to come in and show me a license. I mean, because
Okay.
I pretty much know everybody.
Okay.
But if they come in and tell me, and I do that so that they can come back and shop with
Right.
us.
Right.
And I tell them, hey, let me know if it's something that you don't see
Mm-hmm.
and you think I need to get it and it's popular. Let me know.
Right.
I also had a cousin to type up a letter for me. This was months ago. To just send out to like all of the surrounding areas of salons and stuff like that. Let them know if it's something you need, I can get it for you.
Right.
If I have to deliver, I will because I come here all the time.
Okay.
So, I don't mind that at all. But that's my next big project. Getting together with everybody that owns salons like you or a barbershop or something like that because y'all have to have supplies.
Exactly.
And I can get it for you.
And I don't like me personally. I like to buy in bulk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I like to buy in bulk because I hate going to buy one piece every time and do something.
Well, that's how they sell it to us in bulk.
They
sell it to us in bulk. So yeah, that's a lot of them do that.
Yeah.
Buy in bulk. Like, I'm now finding vendors like that has like the firm perm products and stuff like that. I know like a lot of the stylists still use that.
Yeah.
And it used to be a while where salads. You can only get that kind of stuff at salads, but now
or one of those guys that
they come
that's driving around.
and, so now they're starting to let us tap into it a little bit. You just have to find the right vendor that'll let you get it or whatever. And it's crazy because I have so many vendors. Like people don't know like how much pull I have. Right now it's just me trying to make sure I get in what the customers need versus what I want to get in. Trying to compete with everybody else because it costs. Right. Like it costs. You have to spend a certain amount. It's not like you can spend $200. Like you have to spend sometimes thousands. Yeah, like 5,000, 10.
I mean, we trying to get to that Hair City spot. I don't think nobody ever goes up to the counter and say, "Hey, do y'all need to get this in?" You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, so that's the level.
That's the level I'm trying to get to, and I know it takes time. Yeah, I'll get there. Yeah, definitely. I'm big on believing in myself. If don't nobody else believe in me, I know because I know me. Yeah. I mean, I didn't get in this to just try to get 1 year results in and quit. It's for the long haul, so I know it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process, y'all. Yeah. It's definitely a process. I thank you for coming on. I hope we get a lot of. I'm not even gonna hope. I know that a lot of people are gonna get this video and learn something because it's somebody else out there that's trying to, get a business started.
Yeah, a business. Period.
Not just hair, just a business. And they needed to hear that they cannot start here. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta start from the bottom.
I think you gave some very, 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 very good information out. So y'all look, y'all go and support Miss Elisha Collinsworth at Ladylee's. So what? And I keep going back every time Ladylee. Where did that come from? Yeah, the name Ladylee.
So everybody know me by Lily. That's my nickname. Though that was the name that I used for my bundles.
Okay.
Like this name is not.
It's
new.
yours.
It's my name. Like I paid for that name.
Yeah.
It's not new. So I'm a lady and then Lee, and so at first it was Ladylee hair, just Ladylee hair. Okay. Because that's when I sold bundles and the bunnies and 360 frontals and closures and stuff like that. So I was like, well, people know my bundles by this name, so I'm just gonna, open my store. And at first I was like, well, it kind of sounds corny. I don't want to sound too, ghetto, I guess. Like I want to. And so I asked my sales rep, I said, what do you think about Ladylee? And He said, I love it.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And so someone else told me, he said, it sounds like a Korean name.
It does.
And so I all the time I get customers that come in and they say, is this Korean owned because of the name? And I say, well, no, it's not. And I said, okay, I think I'm going to roll with it. Because that's my original name.
That's a good
anyway.
pitch, though. You know what I'm saying? To kind of bring those people in that
right.
think it's one thing and
right.
then it's something else.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so that's
cool.
where that name came from.
That's
so
cool.
It's actually my nickname. And I just added beauty supply instead of hair to the end of it.
Ladylee Beauty Supply. Arcadia, Louisiana, y'all.
Yes. And we're on social media. Everything Ladylee. Social media. And that's another thing we're trying to build up our social media.
Yeah.
I'm still learning the marketing tool. You know, when I first opened, I didn't think marketing would be the number one thing I should focus on.
Right.
Because I felt like I knew so many people that word of mouth would get it done. And it's like the complete opposite because it's strangers that support me more than the people that I know about word of mouth. You see what I'm saying?
That's how I go. That's what makes the marketing so important.
Yeah.
That's what
it's so important. Like it wasn't even at the top of it was at the bottom of the total poll for me. I wasn't thinking about it. I would just, post on my personal page. And you should always separate everything. From personal to business.
Yes.
Separate everything. I don't care what it is, just separate it. From business and your personal. Separate it. It has to be separate.
It has to be separated because
you never know. Like some people will hate on you because they know you from high school or something that you did in junior high. It's sad, but that is so true.
That is true.
Well, you did this in high school, Like, okay, I'm 30 now. That was like 20 years ago.
Right, bro,
but
come on now.
Yeah.
We grow.
Right, and change, and you should change.
Yeah.
If you're still doing the same things from high school or even college or even from last year, that's not good.
It's a problem. It is a problem.
It is a problem.
So, y'all be sure to Ladylee's, man. I love that name. I really do. Ladylee's Beauty Supply. Look, you are welcome to come back on whenever you feel like you just want to express some things. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up and be like, hey, let's get on the camera. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was very comfortable.
Yeah.
I didn't get nervous at all. You know, I told you I was
nervous
or shy. Like I haven't. I'm fine. Like
this
here has been good. I don't mind helping people. I'm not the type that I try to withhold information. I don't want to put nobody else on, as people say.
You don't grow that way.
No, you don't at all.
If a tree don't put out oxygen, it ain't gonna grow.
Yeah, because honestly, I didn't have that. I had to learn it myself. I had to sneak and go take pictures at Dollar Mania products and stuff. Yeah. Like now they have like trainings you can take or a boot camp. And that's really good. I've had so many people to reach out to me and ask me how I got started, and I would just sit there in the bed and tell them, well, hey, this is what I did. This is what you need to focus on. This is what I shouldn't have done the first time. Because I feel like I'm blessed.
Right.
So you have to be able to help someone else because God didn't bless you with just the business.
Right. Right. He blessed you to be a blessing.
To be a blessing to someone else.
Like my favorite. I used to say it. I don't think I've ever heard anybody else say it, but I say it a lot. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
Right.
It's a blessing to be a blessing. So once you're blessed, you bless somebody else, and then the blessing is just full cycle.
And it's going to keep coming.
It's going to keep
those
coming.
Those blessings will keep coming because you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You have to have good intentions.
Yeah.
Your intentions have to be good. You have to be pure. Like you have to have a good heart. So
it's all about intentions.
Yeah. And just anybody out there that want to start, a business, I say go for it. It's hard. It's hard work. You have to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
You have been in business a lot longer than me, so I'm sure you can tell.
You got to stick with it.
You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, success don't happen overnight. And if it does, that means that person put in work years ago and you just didn't know nothing about it or whatever. But
it's always work put in.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And you constantly growing and learning new things, as a business owner. You want to tap into different stuff or whatever like that. But just go for it, for someone that's out there that's, contemplating on if I should open my business or if I should wait, go for it.
If I should go to barber school,
Yeah,
go.
if I should go to school or in just
School in general, do it.
You have to start somewhere and
Yeah.
just hanging there. And then before you know it, the time will be flown by so
Flown
fast,
by.
go by so fast. Like we already at a year.
You'll be adult and mature
all of it. All of it. Like it's
so
crazy.
fast.
I thank you for having me today.
I thank you. I'm gonna ride out with some music. This was Fast Barbershop Club, the What's Up Rustin edition with the special guest, Miss Elisha Collinsworth of Ladylee's Beauty Supply. Y'all please go and check that out and just ride out with me with this song.
Eat with you, but hey, yeah, I've been in the kitchen cooking. Look, man, I've been trying to make it for a minute. Patient while I'm baking, need the cake, I need the dishes. Whole lot on my plate, but didn't fix it. Niggas always wanna eat with you, but gon'